having broadcasts that I can look at real quick, just to give an idea of how to play the game. Let's see here. These are the counselors. You can do different things for Jason, which we'll kind of go over. If you press on Jason, it'll give you choices of different types of Jasons. These correspond really with the movies that come out. Actually, like Jason Part 4, this is exactly what he looked like. And you can have these different types of kills. So if you grab somebody, either press triangle, square, circle, or X, and it'll be one of those 4 kills, depending on which one you want to do. And it kind of tells you what it is. Grab the counselor's head and crush it in. He just basically does exactly that, squeezes it. Those are self-explanatory because you can, it just tells you right there in the box. And it doesn't really make a difference. It kills the person either way. It's just a cutscene kind of how he does it. Each one of the Jasons has strengths and weaknesses. Now this guy can run. Weapon strength, I guess his strikes are harder, I don't know. And destruction, meaning I think how he can hit, knock in doors. But there's weaknesses. He's not quite as fast in the water, although he's extremely fast in the water still. Shift is one of his abilities when you press R1 on PlayStation, and square, I believe it makes you go super fast for a certain amount of time so you can catch up with people, because Jason is much slower than the counselors that you're trying to kill. Now they're faster, but they run out of steam eventually, and all the different counselors have a different amount of steam or stamina. Also, a weakness with this guy is traps, meaning he has 3 traps he can set. These are like bear traps, so a counselor steps in it, it catches them for a short period of time and wounds them at the same time. If I go to a different one, Part 5, he has different strengths. You can see he has more throwing knives. The one before, this one, he has throwing knives as well, but he just won't have quite as many as this guy. There is ability to stalk. This is by pressing R1 and then triangle. And it kind of turns you invisible. I mean, not visually invisible, but they can't sense that you're around, because whenever you're close to the counselors, they have kind of a warning that you're in the area. And that shuts that off for a short period of time, so you can easier sneak up on people. And this guy can run. Defense. Now, the thing about this game is the counselors can fight back. They can actually kill you. They have to. They have weapons available to them, which we'll get into here in a second. But they can knock off your mask, and then there's a sweater in his shack someplace. The shack is hidden from them. If a female goes in there and puts that on, and he has his mask knocked off, when they meet, it'll kind of stun him. It's a bit complicated here, but if the counselor, one of the counselors gets killed or escapes, he may come back into the game as Tommy Jarvis. If Tommy Jarvis is back into the game and he and that female are together they can kill him, because with her with the sweater, it'll stun him enough, and then Tommy can use an axe, I believe it is, I might be wrong, but I think it's an axe, to kill him while Jason is on his knees, because the sweater will make Jason drop to his knees eventually. So anyway, you have several other ones here that you'll just have to read, get used to. There's goods and bads about all of them, and they all correspond to a different movie. The counselors, you can go up. The reason let's see, well, we'll just go through it this way, that way we're not pressured. Same thing, they have different type of people you can choose from. If you look, they'll have different strengths and weaknesses. Like this one here, you can just read it. She has a 6 out of 10 luck, stealth, stamina, so she can run a long ways and she's pretty darn quick. But in order, when you're playing the game, there's different ways to escape. One, sometimes there's a boat there. You can put on the propeller to the motor and then fill it up with gas, and you can escape on that boat. One thing to worry about that is that Jason is extremely fast in the water and a lot of times can catch the boat, so you have to be careful of that. Her strength is a 4. You can choose different perks to add to them. Or through here, I fill all these up. There's the white's poor, 2 is common, 3 is uncommon, 4 is rare. Then there's epic and then legendary. And of course that just means how much better they are. And I won't go too much into these because right there you can just hover over one and it'll tell you exactly what it does. Okay. And you get to choose out of 3 of those and put them here. You can choose different clothes for her. The thing here is that this one outfit here comes with this first game. You have to buy additions to get these, so the add-ons. And see, costume party, that's addition, and then so. And as you can see, some are better at stealth. She's not quite as fast, doesn't have quite as good stamina. But when she wants to repair, which I didn't add on yet, you also can escape by car. One thing with that is you have to fill up the car with gas. You have to put the battery in it. So battery's somewhere. Gas is hidden somewhere on the map as well. In order to do those things, there's a little skill check. So there'll be a little circle with a little dial going across, and you have to hit either L1 or R1 whenever it hits a small little dash, like on a clock or something, like a 3 and a 4. So it just goes that way, and if you miss it, then it kind of makes a noise that might warn Jason that you're working on it. And it kind of slows it down. So a person who has good skills on repair, she doesn't have as many of those marks she has to hit. Someone who doesn't have as good a repair skills will have a lot more of them, if that makes sense. The same thing with putting on with the boat. You have to do skill checks to put on the propeller and the gas. Stealth is if you're walking around, he has these little markers that he can see on his map. The little circles that'll be flashing to him saying, hey, there's noise here. This is probably a counselor. And so, of course, you can zip over there as Jason to the noise, and it's probably a counselor, and that's how he finds you. There are a few shacks that have radios in them that you can turn on the radio, and that will make a sound, so he may think that there's a person in there, so that can throw him off. And there's a lot of different characters with different strengths and weaknesses, as you can see. Thing is like if you have weapons you can get in the game, you can find a machete, you can find a baseball bat, you can find an axe, pipe, and various different weapons, even a pot and pan, pot for cooking, and use it as a weapon. But those are, some are better than others. I think a baseball bat or the axe is probably the best. And of course you get someone here like Bugsy and put a baseball bat in his hands for strength. You see the strength. Then you add your perks too that might help right here. stun him. So when he hits Jason, he may stun Jason for a while. That allows you to escape or do whatever. Also has a better chance of knocking his mask off. That sort of thing. And there's just a wide variety of people. So anyway, we'll kind of get to it here. The problem that I'm finding with this game is the ability to get a game and continue through it. What I mean is the internet, my internet is fine, but for some reason, must be their network. It has a tendency to just stop the game out of the blue. Just prior to this, I tried playing 2 games and started, we were doing fine, and suddenly you can't move, you can't do anything, and it just kicks you out of the game. Which can be extremely frustrating. So it's searching for a game now. There might be, if there's a lot of people playing, it doesn't usually take that long to get a game going. And it all depends on, again, how many people are playing. And we'll go into our lobby here. This is the point where I can scoot over and you can see my outlining. And this is where I can choose, oh, I want to be this character, I want to be that character. So I have her lined up. Also, we don't know who's going to be Jason, so this will be the Jason I play with if I get chosen to be Jason. And so we're ready. You know what you want to play, you just hit ready, and we're readied up. You can see the check mark on the box. And we're just waiting for other people to ready up. Now one of us will be Jason, the rest will be counselors. Over to the right there you can see we can choose different maps they have, and those correspond actually really fairly accurately to the games or the movies of where those movies took place. In fact, when I started playing this, I started rewatching some of the movies, and it was pretty surprising how detailed it was. They did a pretty good job, I think. So you can see the countdown there. We got about 35 seconds, and as with most online games, you always have one or two that don't want to ready up, or they're just busy. Do we have the countdown? We're about to begin. We'll see if I'm... Well, we'll see. We're going to be in Higgins Haven. This will start with a cutscene of him murdering one person. It's not one of us, though. It'll just be a fake person, but and then the rest of us will be scattered around the map to start with. Okay, so I'm just starting in the middle of nowhere. You go to these cabins.
What in the fuck is happening?
And you'll start looking and searching around for different things that can help you. I'll tell you right now, there's usually a huge rush amongst a lot of different players. trying to get all the good stuff, because there's knives in here, so if he grabs you, one way you can get out of it, of course, is to stab him in the neck with the knife, which is just a matter of pressing the square button, I believe. So there was nothing really in this one. Now I could pick this up as a weapon, but it really isn't that great of a weapon, so I'm just going to leave it down. When Jason comes after you, a lot of times he'll break windows, so if you try to escape out of him, you'll cut yourself up and end up being wounded. So it's a good idea sometimes to keep these windows open. Someone's already been through here, probably took everything good. Yeah, and that's what I mean by people just go on a mad rush to take everything they can, and you can very often end up with jack crap. So now if I run, I'm going to make more noise, so I don't really want to run. Plus, if you look at the circle to the right there, the red dash is my stamina, and that will go down. The faster I run, the quicker it'll go down. And when you run out, you are very slow, and you're essentially dead meat for him. So you don't really want to run out of stamina. And I'm not finding jack crap at anything. And sometimes that's how it goes. And that's why there's such a sprint. Now, this allows me to talk to other people. This is how we call Tommy Jarvis. I found it, so I'll go ahead and call him.
Hello? Hello? Oh, God, help us! Jason's real! Please help us! Help! Help! Please, someone!
Okay, now what that will do is it'll set it up so if somebody dies or somebody gets away with, survives, they may come back as Tommy now, because I called for him. Now here's some gasoline. I can look to see how far. Okay, there's the boat, so I can go fill the boat up with gas, and you'll be able to see the skill checks that I screw up on all the time. Now see, I have two things I got to do. None of that has done because they're both red. I'll go over here to put gas in. Did I miss?
I hope I'm doing this right.
Now on top of it, as you might guess, some person might find the propeller for this, come and just take the boat, and I will be SOL. I probably already went through this, didn't I? Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Let me go directly behind me. I think most of these have probably been through. There's these little camps, once in a while they'll have like a shotgun or something. You can also hide in these tents. See, and that's what happens. It suddenly the host who was hosting the game left, and that happens too. And I'll show you the host. Odds are he was the person playing Jason and couldn't kill anybody. Then he gets frustrated and quits the game and ruins it for everybody. Odds are that. Or he was having problems with his, whatever, where he couldn't move and he gets frustrated and leaves. So now I have to just start all over. And no, it's not my internet. And I know this is because I play other online games like Dead by Daylight and that, which have at least as much action. And I never get booted from that. Ever. Also, I guess there is this, if you read on those things, there is how to play, so you can always look that up. It'll give you the basic idea. So I'm here by myself in one. That's probably not going to work. Well, I guess one guy's showing up. But you'll be here sometimes, you don't know how long, getting this thing filled up. Yeah, so he left. Anyway, so I'll probably close this and try to get into one that is already filled or is about ready to start a game, hopefully. Waiting. And so this has good points and bad points to it. I mean, obviously you've seen some of the bad things, but with Dead by Daylight, I just was playing that for quite a while, and I just got sick and tired of it because I feel like it's just so one-sided for the killer. And so I thought, well, here's one that at least you can kind of fight back. So we'll probably have other people's voices here, but alrighty, yep. So the map will be on random. You can see right here. It says random up in the right. Person with the red triangle is the host. So if he quits, you'll know who it is. So enjoy the French. So it looks like we're going to Crystal Lake. And hopefully the game will get going here. so again, I'll be in a random spot. There's usually always a shotgun over here, I think. But
I have to do something.
It's not there this time.
I have to escape.
I just find there's certain cabins you don't want to hang around in at the beginning of the game for too long, because sure as heck he's going to show up. Now this is an axe. I like the axe because it carries a wallop. Okay. So those people have already gone through some of those. And once again, for some stupid reason, we were in a small map. But generally, I find that if you're in ones like next to the car, he shows up pretty quickly, and that's, you know. One of the reasons I grabbed the perk I do, if you can see with the spray, is I get 2 sprays for one, and I start with one. And that way at least I'm guaranteed something, because there's another spray, so I got 4 of them. Now you'll listen to the music. The different type of music will correspond if he's close. Now here's some gas. I see that the car is up here. But if I want to take this, I have to give up my axe, but I'm going to do it. Just try to remember where my axe is. Notice I'm not sprinting fast, because that would bring more noise and also takes my stamina down. You want to look for traps. Looks clear to me, so hopefully fill this up. Oop, what's that? Ah.
Thank God it actually fit.
Get that? Now there's 2 sets of keys in the map someplace, and as soon as someone puts a battery in that car, you'll be able to drive it. They are a bit difficult to drive. Okay, another way to escape is to call the cops. There'll be a house that needs a fuse in it. You have to find the fuse. If you reinstall the fuse, that activates the phone. And then you can call the cops, and they will show up here in, what, 4 minutes and 33 seconds, which is pretty good. Okay, now this car will only hold 4.
There. Got it.
We can't get in until he starts the car.
Fix it. I'm out of here.
And Jason can hear the car, so he's liable to show up soon. And yes, you can run over people, and she's out of the game. And we may escape here pretty quickly. I'm shocked that he has not showed up yet. I don't know why she's turning around, but Okay, and we escaped. Usually the games are a lot longer than that. Now I can spectate people too, so this is what these people are going through. Now since we escaped, if somebody calls Tommy, one of us will probably go back into the game.
Damn it, no!
Firecrackers stun him, so he can't really move, and it gives you some time.
Like that, asshole!
Okay, so he's stunned, he'll get back up. So he'll have to keep alive.
Please, no! Oh, God.
So he got killed. So go to the next person if they're alive. Oh, so someone became Tommy. It's not me. I was hoping it would be, but Tommy starts with like a knife and a spray. He has incredible stamina, much better than all the other people. He can run a lot longer and a lot faster. So he's kind of like a super player in a way. Oh yeah, he also starts a shotgun. I don't think there's any other players alive. Him and her, and that's it. So. But you have 6 seconds till the cops show up. Okay, the cops have showed up, and they're at one of the exits, so they'll have to make it over there without getting killed. He's right there. The trap. The bad thing about spectating is I can't bring up the map, and I wish I could, but... Okay, he just broke the window, so if she goes out of that, she might get cut up a bit. It won't be real devastating, but if you keep going in and out of that window, you will end up in a bad way. You missed.
No!
He's doing it.
He's killing me!
See, he has a knife and a spray. So let's see what this other gal's doing. You can hear the sirens, so she's heading for the exit. So she just has to go into that bridge and she'll be safe. If Jason comes and enters it, he'll get shot at. Yeah, he came up behind her. Oh, he missed. The cops will shoot him. So. And he goes back to his shack with his mother in shame. Now if we can keep the group together, we'll get games more quickly. And we'll see if it dissipates, then we'll be starting back from scratch. So if we just ready up real quick. At the very least, you get to hear people speaking French. See if everybody, reason he's clicking that, he wants everyone to ready up, because if you ready up, the game starts sooner. But, that might be the killer this time, because that is my Jason. We'll see.
They're out there, Jason. Find them and get your revenge.
So I start in the killer shack, or... Those circles are people moving, so I have to try to guess probably where they're at. Go here, because I want to take care of this phone. So what I'll do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put a trap in front of the phone, hopefully. So if they go, they'll get caught in the trap and it'll notify me. And I don't get all my abilities at first. It takes a while. This one, if I press R1X, it'll light up any cabin that people are in. I like getting these things here. So. Okay, there's a person there. He doesn't see me. When he does, he'll scream. Oh! And maybe they're just a group of people trying to kill me.
Oh! Help me! Please! Anyone!
Ah.
They deserve to die, Jason. Make them suffer.
I just look for the other ones. Okay, some went in there. Some were cars sitting there. That's good to break the windows. Okay, I just heard her climb out the window. Now she's pretty quick. I'm not going to be able to catch her unless I do my shift. It says this. And I have to guess where I'm going to be. I tried to hit her with a knife, but they're doing that because if I walk close, I can knock out the electricity, which brings their fear level up. They're a little easier to track then.
Please, no!
And I can try to grab them. There's a good chance that they have a knife and then they'll get away, and I don't like that. So I usually just hit people, but I'll...
Oh God! Fuck you!
See,
Get up, Jason. Find them.
it's okay.
Kill them.
You do gotta kind of be...
You want some more?
They want to take you from me, Jason. Don't let them.
I try to save my fast movement because I know that their stamina is going down a bit, especially his.
No! Why won't you fucking die?
I don't know. I swung, but didn't swing back. I don't know.
No matter what they do to you,
But see, then it takes a while for me to
you can never
get that up.
die.
And what he's trying to do is resting up to get his stamina up so he can...
Oh, oh God! No!
They deserve to die. They want to hurt you, Jason. Make them suffer. Don't let them.
It was not a good move on her part because I am fast in the water.
Help! Oh God!
And that really drains her stamina, so she'll be slower.
Why won't you
I am pressing the swing button, but I don't know why he is so delayed. And I don't want her. I want to kind of keep on her because I know she has to have some. And they're stumbling, so I know that they're getting tired.
You want some more?
Get up, Jason. Find
See, and so I was occupied there. Somebody got the car going, but
No!
Please no!
No, stop!
They deserve to die, Jason. Make
I
them
go on my
suffer.
map and look to see if I can see the car moving. I don't. I'm not sure. I'm gonna show up here. Well, it wasn't this one, it was the other one. Rage is on, so that means I can bust through walls. It's gonna be pretty tough for them to escape me now. Oh, they escaped, damn it. And I can't move. See, this is the problem with the game. I cannot shift. And so now, I probably won't be able to swing my... Yeah, see, oh, there it goes. It does that. Now I can't move. And let's see. I have a thing here, but since the other car is gone, I'm going to put another trap there. So I know there's people somewhere here. Now I can just push through the wall.
They want to hurt you, Jason.
They put a
Don't
trap
let
there.
them.
Now, according to this, there's nobody in there, but if they go into a cabinet to hide or under the bed and hold their breath, I won't see them. So if they're underneath the bed, I have to do this. To see if they're underneath there. And they could have been on those beds. I just don't want to waste time going through there. And I know that they're fairly limited on how they're going to escape. They're either going to have to try to get that car going. Okay, there's one way over there. in that cabin right there, which is glowing. So sometimes I'll do is do this and then triangle, and that makes me kind of silent. I can sort of sneak up on him. I'm sure he has a trap in his front of this door, but I try to wear him out a little bit.
Don't
I killed him.
stop, Jason. They deserve to die.
So I killed
Make
5
them
out of
suffer
8.
like we did.
So there's only 3 in that car. I thought they had a whole carload, but
My sweet, sweet Jason. Mommy is proud of you. Now come home.
so anyhow. Oh, so it says 2 escaped. So, not too bad, I guess. You always want to get all of them, but as a killer, you don't want to get too preoccupied just saying, yeah, you have to get these guys. Sometimes you have to remember to set the traps at the ways that they can escape, like each car, and that way it kind of slows them down. They can dismantle the traps if they have a pocket knife with them. They can sneak up there and use a pocket knife. It uses up the knife, but it sets the trap off so they don't get caught in it. Or they can step in the trap and then escape from it and then use the spray to heal themselves. So you'll probably get overwhelmed by so many people talking. So I'll just go down to him and mute him so I don't have to listen to that crap. We'll try one more and then call it good. So odds are very, 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 very slim that I'd become the killer again. Odds are I'll be a survivor. But I'll try to do different things than I did last time so you can see more of what you can do. Yep, there's always at least one. I just don't want to press the ready up button. Not exactly sure what it is, but So we're going to Pinehurst. It'll give you the year. I think it corresponds with when the movie was made. So we got a full lobby. So this is a movie that probably came out in 1989. I'm not positive that, but I'm pretty sure because they've been pretty accurate. So I'm here. I
gotta get out of here now.
Sometimes at the beginning I don't even lock the door. I just try to get as much stuff as I can because that's how everybody is. And if you're slow, you're not going to get anything because people are sprinting and just loading up on everything. It's frustrating. Wow. I'll probably get rid of those. I'd much rather have a knife, which I don't seem to ever get. But if I press on something else, it'll replace the fireworks with that, but... Wait, is this where I was? Yeah, same one. Oh shoot, there he is. If you look on that and it is a red triangle, that means that's him. Okay, I'm going to try to swim across here real quick. Problem with that is, yes, I do make some noise and it wears me out quickly. You can see my stamina's already pretty minimal. I did not mean to do that. So now I'm kind of wounded. Knife. See, now I like the knives because if he grabs me, I can get loose. Otherwise, I'm just sit and duck. Okay. Always have to get myself oriented. The heck? another knife. That's awesome. I just don't usually get those. Just curious. So now I can communicate to other people or hear them. Okay, so this is a trap here, so I'll grab it. And you can put it in front of the door. Usually what I do, which I was taught here, take a chance, but open the door and put it right out here. Because that way, as soon as he breaks the door, he gets caught in the trap. Won't be anything you can do about it. One thing is, I don't think I can really lock the door afterwards. And it's also one of the reasons I only enter through windows, so I don't get caught in that. And so it is, honestly. Oh, there is the propeller to the boat. If you look on the right side, you can see what people have done, because it's red. So somebody's already called Tommy. And I guess I can take this propeller. I will be without a weapon, but I'm going to try to put the propeller on. And one reason I like her as a character is because she has good stamina, so I can kind of just jog like this, and it really doesn't bring down where I'm going to be exhausted. Okay. That means he's around. You'll see the screen get darker, so he's close to me, and I can see he's over there on the left. What I'm doing is I'm looking for gas and weapons. I can't carry a weapon with me, but... Okay, man, you heard that, so someone has called the cops, so we have a way out. So we don't really need to bother with the boat if we didn't want to, but... Shit. So he's coming. So I might have to abandon my plan. Oh, see? And here you go. So that was... The host was probably the killer, and he got frustrated because he hadn't killed anybody. And he quits, and so it ruins the whole game for everybody. So I'm just going to sign off now, because... Thanks for watching.